When you have washing on the line, someone in the family passes away in the new year. I hope that's not true. Hi everyone, Guten Rutsch, Happy New Year! My name is Montana and I study German at the University of Virginia. Hopefully if you clicked on this video, you are German or lived in Germany, because today I have a bunch of questions and they are whether or not these German New Year's traditions are true. I went and researched some German traditions for Silvester or for New Year's, and I wanted to ask you guys if they are true because I picked out all of the traditions that I personally didn't celebrate while I was in Germany. If you guys are interested in learning about Silvester traditions in Germany that are 100% true, then I have this video for you guys that I actually made last year on differences in celebrating New Year's in the United States versus Germany. But today I'm here to ask you guys which of these traditions are real and which ones are baloney. I have two disclaimers before this video starts. I just filmed the whole thing. The first is I'm sorry my camera is being really annoying today and it won't focus on my face. So if it goes in and out of focus, I'm so sorry. I tried to correct it as much as I could. And then my other disclaimer is that all of the traditions I'm about to mention, I have no clue if they're true or not. The purpose of this video is to share all of the German New Year's traditions that I found online that I never experienced or that I've never heard of, and hopefully people will answer in the comments below whether or not they know they're true. With that being said, let's get on with the video. The first thing that I actually learned, so this isn't a tradition, this is true for sure, is that Germans call Silvester Silvester because Pope Silvester died on December 31st, December 31st, 335, and since then it's called the holiday Silvester. We do not call it that in the United States. It sounds actually really English or like American, but I'd never heard of that term before living in Germany. So the first tradition that I saw online that I had never heard of or seen when I was in Germany is that Germans like to give out little like lucky figurines or lucky characters, and what the article said was that the most common ones are ladybugs, four-leaf clovers, tiny pigs, I don't know why, and then pilze, so little lucky mushrooms. This sounds so cute, but when I was there, I never saw any of these items. So you guys have got to let me know if this is actually something very common or if it's more of like a souvenir thing. The article didn't really give any context as to why these specific items were lucky. I think in the United States, four-leaf clovers are always lucky, but they kind of have more to do with St. Patrick's Day or just in general. Nobody would think of four-leaf clovers as New Year's related. The next one that I saw was serving Bowle, or like, maybe I'm saying that wrong, B-O-W-L-E. Said that many Germans think this is an English word because it comes from the word bowl. And what they do basically is serve a big bowl of New Year's punch. So like fruit, alcohol, juices, sodas, all mixed in a big bowl. For New Year's, I know that Germans definitely drink a lot, but I did not see this punch served where I was. So this was one of the weirdest traditions that I read about, and it was definitely a more sketchy looking website. So this one I feel like has a very low probability of being true, but who knows with all these traditions though. It said that you shouldn't have clothes hanging on a clothesline during the new year because it's bad luck. And then somebody wrote on this website, the testimony, it said, when you have they wrote this themselves in quotes. It says, when you have washing on the line, someone in the family passes away in the new year. I hope that's not true. Like, I don't think we have anything like that in the United States. But also, if you looked up New Year's traditions in the US, I'm sure you could find a bunch of fake ones. Another simple tradition that I found was the Germans like to watch the Chancellor's New Year's speech on the 31st of December, and this has been happening since 1969, and it showed a bunch of pictures of Angela Merkel over the years giving her New Year's speech. So sad that she won't be giving one this year. I wasn't sure if that's something maybe more older people like to do, or if that's something that all families do together, but for some reason I feel like my friends probably won't be watching that speech for New Year's. And then two food traditions that I saw for eating foods that are like lucky for the new year were sauerkraut and lentil soup. I think lentils make sense because lentils are similar to like beans and black-eyed peas, and that's what we eat in the US, so maybe those are linked together. And then what the article said about sauerkraut is that sauerkraut is lucky because you will receive as much luck as like the shreds of cabbage that you eat, which I think that's kind of cute, but I hate the taste of sauerkraut, so I will not be participating in that tradition. My mom's definitely gonna make me eat some black-eyed peas though. I've got 2 more traditions and they're both really crazy. I feel like this is just turning into like debunking lies about German Silvester video, but we'll see. The first one is called Rummelpottlauf. No, I totally butchered that. It's Rummelpottlauf. It says, I'm gonna read it off so I'm reading exactly what the website said. Rummelpottlauf is a tradition in which children and adults go from house to house singing silly songs and begging for sweets and treats while using masks and costumes and playing a Rummelpott type of drum. The sweets the children are given vary, but traditionally Figurines, a sort of doughy pancake ball. I've never once heard of this. It could be that like many of these German traditions are only in certain parts of Germany. I was in the South and didn't experience any of them. I feel like the ones from the beginning, like the lucky mushrooms and pigs, those are very believable, and that's something that maybe like little kids do. So in school, just when you're little, you do like a lot more traditions than when you're older. This Rummelpottlauf, I don't know, man. It sounds like Christmas caroling or like trick-or-treating for Halloween, but do these people really just have these little donuts ready to go for the kids? Like, I've never seen that. Kids did not come up to my host family's door asking for donuts, but who knows? Maybe this is just like a really old website and none of these are actually true anymore. The final tradition that I'm not sure is really German or just made up is avoiding eating fish on New Year's. I'll read the little segment that the website gave. It said, according to the legend, the non-believers who were with Pope Sylvester when he died choked on fish bones, hence the need to forgo any fishy German dishes on the night of December 31st. One exception is anything containing carp, which is believed to bring luck. This makes no sense. It says keeping a carp scale in your wallet is meant to keep it fat with cash all year long. What is a carp scale? First of all, like one little scale of a fish? And then also, like what? Avoiding fish? I'm pretty sure we had fish in Germany when I ate the raclette. Maybe not. I don't know though. They're just such weird traditions. I feel like none of these could be true. So I'm really excited to read your guys' comments and hear which of these are true traditions and which are not. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Like I said, please comment which of these traditions you think are true or which ones you've done yourself. Maybe which ones you think are outdated and which ones are just total BS. Happy New Year's. I wish everybody lots of luck and happiness and joy for this new year. 2022 is fun to say in German, like 2022. So I'm very excited just because it's fun to say. I think it'll be a good year. And this past year was a good year too. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bleibt gesund. Bis nächstes Mal und tschüss.